Yo, there's only one way to start this thing. Let's pop it off. We're doing the Tales Retrospective Part 5. Tales from Cyrodiil, Nostalgia, and Director's Commentary. Welcome to everybody. What's going on, Magikarp? So, last we left off, oh boy, we were on episode 16, Mora Convergence. And a big fight broke out, because that's like one of the two things that I did in Tales. I told really wacky jokes, and I started fights. So, as I recall, in 2015, I believe it was, based on some things that we'll see later here, I think I had the self-imposed challenge that I wanted to upload 15 through 20, and if I didn't, then I would quit out on Tales and go on to something else. So we've got some things for you. I have this lovely little document. This document says, Tales from Cyrodiil unaired episode summaries. The following are episode summaries for Tales from Cyrodiil, the series Teamudf hosted in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. Once Oblivion stopped working, the series had to changed. Good. The series had to changed into an audio drama and or written one. However, look how based past Teamudf was, just in case neither one takes off or plans change later. Teamudf wanted to finish writing out all the episodes he had intended to publish. Episode 16 was the final episode Teamudf was able to upload. Footage exists for Tales 17, 18, a side episode made on stream with viewer suggestions, and part of Tales Movie 1, A Whisper from the Five. However, they are all likely to never get edited into a final project. Now, sure you're wondering about this suspicious link down here. I used to write notes and stuff to myself, right? So what I would do, oh here, while we're on this screen, let's bring the great Don Teeny along for the ride. He can join us for no reason at all. Alright, I usually write notes and special things to myself, so I was curious, what was this great link? Because, did I leave myself some cool inspiration or something? Did I leave myself anything interesting? So I went to the link in my notes, and no, in fact, it's just a map of A Link to the Past for whatever the flit reason. I don't know why this is in this document, but I apparently wanted a map for A Link to the Past, so there you go. You'll find out during this episode, actually, Rainstorm. You'll actually get a fairly... Because I have something to reveal to everybody. This is not the document that I intended to come into this episode and read. I will actually show you something that's very crazy. It turns out that I wrote a second document when I forgot about the first document. So there are actually multiple documents. The one on the right is the one that I wrote for 2020 when I decided to actually tackle the retrospective here, tackle the nostalgia series. And the one on the right is apparently from 2017. So we're going to treat the 2017 one as the canon one when I go to read it. Even though I would have altered some things for 2020, I feel like at least for this segment, we'll go with the one that, at some point it was supposed to be the thing. However, I did mention a specific note in that opening. It does say footage exists for Tales 17, 18 and a side episode made on stream. I was thinking to myself, as I wanted to start this episode, what if we just went in? See, I failed. Part of the reason continuing the director's commentary has taken so long is because I was stubborn, and I wanted to edit all that footage and put it together for you guys so that you could eventually watch the completed Tales 17 and Tales 18. But then I was like, what if we just went on stream and literally watched Tales 17 and 18 clip by clip, totally unedited, and that way it's no longer lost footage. So even though I failed at compiling the episodes, we can in fact still watch the episodes technically. I'll pass by some clips. Some clips I think are just like multiple takes or whatever. But you know what? I actually thought this would be kind of fun. I actually found out that not only was past Teamudf based, but past Teamudf was insanely based, because it turns out that my memory was off. It turns out that there is an episode summary for 21, and there is most of an episode summary for 22. So we can actually take care of all of those episodes, and you guys will get some extra lore than even what I promised in the announcement video. So we're going 17 through 22 if we can. Let's also do the Christmas episode, what remains of that, and let's do the special episode that we tried making on stream one day. So here it is, everybody. Literally raw and uncut. Let's begin Tales from Cyrodiil, episode 17. Let me get my list out here. Okay, this one doesn't have a title in the old document. Let me see if it has a title in the new document. And then I'm bad and already closed the new document. Let's see, does it have a name in the new document? It is called The Unfortunate Son. Alright, I guess we were looking for music references on that day. Alright, here we go. Take a look at that file name. June 7th, 2015. That's where we're going back to, everybody. I'm not going to play very much music here. Let me know if when the dialogue starts, if you can't like hear stuff or anything. I'll boost it by just a bit here. Okay, so it looks like 17 starts with this just pan back shot. And in Tales 16, you may remember we left off with Cyrodiil picking up the Crown of Catharsis from the Dungeons of Vivillon mod. I will clarify that later on I may refer to this as the Crown of Immortals. See, when I was going to make this a commercial product and remove all the Oblivion aspects from it, I had to change the names of very many things. So the Crown of Catharsis, if I refer to it as the Crown of Immortals, it's the same thing. Okay, so we start with this sweeping shot. And let's see what we got going on here.
Just another failure under the belt of Cyrodiil Nolan.
Let's see, that sounds just a bit quiet. I'll raise it up to 84. We'll see what happens here. Let me know if it still sounds too quiet, though, chat.
Don't worry, Master Cyrodiil, I know what to do. I've been practicing my Jedi mind powers.
Okay, Benji's got Jedi mind powers, baby!
Woo, woo.
Alright. Some of this is just...
Forget it, Benji. Those fools are going to get away with Wraithguard, and those other buffoons we work with ran off. Tyrant, so help me.
The Cyrodiil is pretty mad. I love how you can always hear my, like, clicks and everything getting in and out of the clip. I had to edit so much to make this series work, dude.
What are we gonna do? We're going to...
But the crown is affecting Cyrodiil. See, throughout these scenes, I would have edited in some of that eerie whispering from back in the 16th episode. So, like, obviously some things that I would have edited in can't be in these raw clips. These are literally, I hit the button on Fraps for Oblivion, and they're saved after all this time. So, yeah, the whispers are supposed to be kind of consuming Cyrodiil at this point. My idea, really, for the Crown of Immortals, the Crown of Catharsis, is that the evil beings who wore this crown beforehand, anytime they die, their spirit ends up in the crown as another voice. And so Cyrodiil's mind is essentially being, like, whispered to by all these previous users of the crown. And it just kind of continues on and on and on. So I'm not really sure how I intended for the lore of this crown to work, but I guess that was the gist of the idea. This isn't in my episode notes anywhere. I'm just kind of going based on memory for some of this. But that's the end of that scene. We kind of cut over here then to...
Alright, we just have to find Cleon and Captain Blue. Then we're home free.
Man, that ruined Teo voice, dude. God dang. I think we got a Dana here, actually.
Dana! Also, the sword is clipping. Yay, Oblivion.
Yeah, so I would regularly do these scenes where I reveal where my character is standing relative to the scene I'm filming or whatever. And yeah, then I guess I must have noticed the Shivan sword clips out here or whatever. So yeah. Very classic Oblivion.
Do not count on that, my eager friend.
But Vath and Engo were also heading toward the... Which one was this? This is Wraithguard they're looking for, right? Yeah.
Look at this. I can just barely get them if I clip under this bridge and look through this little crack in the bridge. Hooray! I need a better way to set these things up.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay, so to control the actors in Oblivion, I had to be within range of them. So I guess in this case, I had to go just barely below the bridge so that I could access Megain and give him the command to, like, walk forward or draw his sword or whatever. Because he's an NPC. Oh. Speaking of... Okay, yeah, none of Megain's lines are going to be in here because he's voice acted by Megain. So actually... Do I have the script for 17 still? I do. Okay, here. Let's just read the script when someone's missing a line. Okay, Megain says, "You, what are you doing here?"
I truly wish we had an opportunity to catch up. However, now is the time for business.
So Vath knows this Megain, apparently. Megain knows this Vath, rather. Is this another Megain? Okay, this is another Megain. Okay, Megain says, "Ruin, get out of here. Take Shivan. I'll handle this." Because Shivan was still beat up from the previous episode, but I guess I didn't have her laying down for some reason. Okay.
If you say so.
Okay.
Feel free to rest, my apprentice. I have no need of your services right now.
So Vath is going to take on Megain. Megain's next line is, "I'm going to finish this once and for all." I'll just skip cutting to Megain here.
We shall see.
Alright. Oh boy, it looks like we got some fight sequences coming up. Let's see what kind of fight sequences I was able to conjure up here. So let's see. This take... okay, they both summon crap as per usual here. Alright, so I was going to have them fight on the bridge. Again, you got kind of this weird anti-continuity of how did characters get around this freaking bridge when it's clearly the only way to go, but I don't know. Why isn't Engo chasing anybody? Who knows, I guess. Let's see what kind of fight we get in this one. Filming these fight scenes were just the absolute worst thing. I loved to death trying them, but oh my goodness, dude. So this is a case where the sounds are a little quiet, because again, my character is at the back of the bridge here, closer to where Megain is. So all the sounds, their volume is relative to where the player character is. So I can't exactly follow them. I did this again for PDW. Oops. That one's done. Okay, it looks like I've got a third take. My god, okay, let's see how many scenes here. This is a fourth take. We'll skip through some of these because not all of them are going to be good. I probably would have taken good cuts from each of them. You know, I kind of did those really bad fight sequences where I would rapidly cut the camera. So it didn't really matter all the time what I had in the actual scene. Okay. There's a nice uppercut slice by Megain there, I guess. I don't know. See, the problem with all of these, though... Yeah, and then I must have given up here. Disable? Oh, I got rid of the zombie. Oh, wow. I just outright cut the zombie from the game. I must have been tired of them summoning. Dang. My shady use of console commands there. That was like the one thing I hated about NPCs fighting in this game. They either always go invisible. Oh my god, Megain just downed them right there, so I would have had to do a jump cut there or something. Let's see, it looks like this is another... Oh my god, I had a fifth take? They do the same thing. Dude. Okay. Man, so there's just a ton of fight scenes. This one's two... Okay, all these are like 2 seconds. I'm guessing none of these... What are these? Why are there so many of these?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, this is the... Okay, there's takes of this. Okay, I have to admit something. This is embarrassing, but I know this full clip exists. This is one of the only clips from this episode that I fully edited because I showed it to chat here on Twitch a bunch of times in the past. And so, of course, I go to try to collect it for this episode today to show it off in its entirety, and I can't freaking find it. I have no idea where this clip went, and I know I've shown this multiple times on the stream. It actually drives me crazy that I don't know where this clip went. It's like it's one of those things where whenever you're looking for it, you'll never find it, but when you're not looking for it, you'll stumble upon it, and I don't know. So anyway, so we'll do this clip here, I guess.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, so at the same time, Hunter is also supposed to say, rock, paper, scissors, shoot!
What? No, there's no shoot, it's just rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
What? No. Hey man, I've been a rock, paper, scissors champion for years, and you always say shoot after scissors.
I can't believe I lost this clip, dude, because I showed it a bunch of times.
I've never heard of such a thing. You're just trying to gain additional time to select because you know you can't defeat me in a fair competition. Oh yeah? What about that one time I beat you in Dimension, huh? What do you think about that there, tough guy?
Alright.
Oh, that was off screen. Therefore, I don't recall any such thing happening. How about you try to beat me in a real competition, like...
Oh no. Here it comes.
Did somebody say dance off?
No, they freaking didn't, you ponce.
What? No.
This is not a good segue, by the way. I guess it kinda is. He's talking about dancing, but...
You know, come to think of it, I haven't gotten to shake my moneymaker in a while.
The clip where Cleon says, what the devil are you talking about, is not here for some reason as well. I don't know what happened to all these mysterious clips, but... So, the good news, though, about having the raw footage still, is I probably wouldn't have played this clip in its entirety anyway, because there's music in it that I am no longer allowed to use because I'm no longer partnered with Epidemic Sound. I think that was the name of the yeah. So at least we can see the commercial without the music in here. So what is this clip here, first of all? Oh, it's just me doing random hot garbage. Okay. Okay, so then we get to the commercial.
It's the Nefarious Thugs, Moneymaker Doll. It's the Nefarious Thugs, Moneymaker Doll. You get rich quick, so buy one now. It's the Moneymaker Doll.
Boy, if you were not tired of the Nefarious Thugs singing, get ready for this one. Also, yeah, I believe this is the slime from Dragon Quest, if I recall correctly. I just kind of grabbed a random mod for this device here.
Hi, I'm Sean of the Nefarious Thugs, and do we have a product for you? Go ahead and tell the folks at home how it works, Hunter.
Okay, it sounded like it's a good thing that I can't have the...
Don't mind if I do, Sean. You see, here at Nefarious Thugs Incorporated, we know money is important. In fact, the color green has become so important in our day-to-day lives that all our money is gold. So wouldn't you like to know how you can beat out all the mundane things in life? Working, school, education, being a common thug?
This is one of those cases where me improving some of the lines doesn't really work. I list school and education as two different... I don't know.
Not a nefarious thug, mind you. Ha 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 ha.
I love that fake, stupid laugh so much.
That's right, Sean.
Alright.
Anyway, so if you look at this little doohickey here, you'll find out it's the magical Moneymaker Doll. Simply insert some of your hard-earned cash into the doll and shake it for a good 15 minutes. The special Nefarious Thug science contained inside has a 5% chance to multiply your money
Twofold, he says. Nefarious Thug science.
That's doubling for those keeping track at home. Doubling! 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 How's it going? So anyway, buy your Moneymaker Doll today. Just 3 monthly payments of 1,000 gold. We're practically giving this stuff away. If you don't believe us, just ask some of the people who have gotten rich off it already.
Alright, let's see what their testimonials are.
Why, the Nefarious Thugs Moneymaker Doll, what a phenomenal product. I've made my money back in just 15 minutes. And then I lost it all in gambling at Cleon's Illegal Weapon Emporium and Casino. Please help me. Call 555...
And then the clip cuts off here. Alright, oh yeah, here we go.
Hello, I am Zelos Phoenix, and I think this product is amazing. It's so good that I went out and bought 121 Hello Kitty swords with all the money I made.
Alright. And then, of course, you can't have a testimonial clip montage without...
I endorse this product because it makes great ammunition for catapults.
I didn't have a cutaway for this, though. I kind of wanted to do a cutaway, but there were no physics on the, like, little slime thing. I guess I could have just cheated it like I did the nuclear blast. What the heck was it? What was in freaking episode 3? The watermelon. I should have just done it like the watermelon where I cut away, but I guess I didn't for some reason.
So what are you waiting for? Order 2 or 3 of them, or more. We don't care. We'll make more. The Nefarious Thugs Money Maker doll. Available now in stores everywhere.
The Hunter imitation of Zelos, yeah, that was a lot of fun. And it makes sense. He's got that stupid Hello Kitty sword.
Ooh, money, ooh.
Okay, so that's the commercial. It had music playing over it, but like I said, I don't own the rights to that music anymore.
Now you've got to be kidding me. You call that a commercial? And you had to film it in a graveyard even. Well, not everybody's got money like you, mister. I lose off screen, so it doesn't count.
Oh man, fourth wall.
I think you need a professional to show you how this is done. I've got a commercial that'll blow your socks off.
Okay, is this the Captain Blue quip here?
And your wallet, too.
Alright.
Oh, don't you even start. You know my prices are fair.
Huh, that's a bunch of gobbledygooker. You employ the most dastardly bait-and-switch tactics I've ever seen in my life, and you know they'll work too because your consumer base won't want to travel all the way to your store just to be turned away and shop for the Imperials anyway.
Sudden spurt of Captain Blue knowing what's up, dude.
Whoa, you sure know a lot about crooked business tactics. Hey, how would you like to become a member of the Nefarious Thugs?
Remember this scene for later, much later, as in not this episode of the retrospective.
Now hold on just a minute. Why does he get to join? I'm the one actually swindling people out of their money. He just understands the model.
I bet you couldn't swindle your way out of a paper bag.
Oh yeah? I'll show you a paper bag.
The gag here was that I was just going to have a 2-second clip of a literal paper bag on the screen. I googled a stock image for it and everything, so imagine there's just a paper bag on the screen.
Well, that sure shut us up.
And then Sean admits it. You got him, dude. Alright, let's see what we got after this. I think we're going to cut back to some fighting here. Okay, so we got the sweeping footage. So McGahan and Vath have worked their way down the mountain at this point. And now they're duking it out elsewhere. Let's see what we got here. Okay, no, Vath's just walking around, actually. Oh, I kind of remember this. I see. Right, because I guess there's going to be an ambush or something at some point here. So we have a couple clips of me trying to get Vath just kind of casually strolling through. I don't know why he disarmed his sword at this point, but Oblivion physics are so good. Okay, I can't see which clip I'm on here. Okay.
Come now, McGahan. You were the one who requested a finale to this ongoing feud.
Okay, Vath is still looking around, so McGahan must be going hiding in here. I guess I shouldn't be explaining these things because they would have to be blatant in the episode, but I don't know, whatever. Oh, man. Oh, he was over there all along. I don't know why that one's there. Okay. Let's see if they duke it out.
Impressive. Your speed has grown since our last encounter.
Alright. Okay, so is this a McGahan line? No, it's more fighting. Okay. So let's see. Yep. It just says, McGahan lunges him again, but Vath begins sword play. By which I mean, we gotta hope this freaking AI does some garbage here. Gotta adjust this camera to get it over the characters. Let's see if we get anything decent out of this one. So they go for round 2 here. I don't know. I'm kind of glad that this episode has the Cleon, Captain Blue, Sean Hunter scene, because otherwise I feel like this wouldn't be a very good episode. It would just be a lot of crappy action from the Teamudf vault of editing. But so we at least got some comedy in there. This might also be... Oh, there's the... Did you see it? You can see disembodied Kajito in the background here. My character model is not invisible. Right behind Vath and to the left here. So I probably would have had to cut that out. Oh, man, what a mess. Trying to figure out these fight scenes for this darn stuff. Alright. I think we get the gist of it, though. We don't want to spend too long here because we got a bunch of episodes to go through tonight. Okay, so then they face off. Let's see if we get some more lines in here. Oh, Vat's gonna activate his technique. The same technique he froze Zelos with in episode 6.
Now the game ends.
Alright. Let's see. McGain has a line here where he snickers and says, "You underestimate me." I don't know if it's here, though. There's probably going to be a close-up of his face, so I'm guessing this is where the spell gets deactivated.
Oh,
no.
So I see.
Okay, so I guess he would have had the line in the middle of that, actually. Alright, fair enough. Okay, McGain's going to have a line after this. So, at this shot here, and McGain says, "It's going to take more than those underhanded tactics to finish me."
In that case, perhaps you deserve more than just a preview of my power.
Huh, that's not the line that's written down here. I guess I just did whatever I wanted at some point here. There, whatever. Okay, and then we get the thing. So everything just seems normal, and then out of nowhere. Oh! So this was a pretty cool spell. I don't remember what mod it was from, but this was a mod that would just create a spell that would just create a sandstorm pretty much at will. So I could completely make it look like that you were transporting yourself to a different world or something. So it's the exact same shot, but I cast the spell and the camera's very far away, so you can't hear it being cast. And then the screen changes into this like very messy desert thing here. Let's see, okay. McGain's confused, rebuttal here. No, Vath is supposed to speak first, it says. Let's see if the next clip has it.
Our battle shall continue in the spirit realm.
The spirit realm. Which by... I think in an episode or two here has a retconned name, but this was the spirit realm. Definitely not a Soul Reaver reference, by the way. Now, that would be silly. Why would I reference a game I never played, except like one time at Jay's house? Oh, I guess that's what I did. So anyway. Okay, so then McGain is confused, and he asks about the spirit realm.
Lost, lingering souls inhabit this dimension, but those who can control them will hear the desperate whispers of the restless. They boast knowledge, and I boast the means to return them to the light.
Okay, so there's some floaty garbage going on here, basically. But let's get the epic shot of these creatures. That's it. That's the shot, by the way. So these creatures are just supposed to appear, and that's their intimidating debut. And I never tried to get a better shot of this. I hated this with a passion. Let's see, McGain's reaction here is Mother's Clan. So he recognizes these individuals. And then we get the twist.
Prepare yourself, my son.
That's right. I can't remember if I actually gave this trivia in a previous episode or not. But in fact, we Star Wars'd you. Vath is McGain's biological father. And so there's creatures in the dimension that McGain recognizes as being part of his mother's clan. And so now, for some reason, we've got father versus son with no explanation here. Oh, no.
Command over the dead is an amusing thing. Even those who might have been your sworn enemy will leap at the opportunity to live once again.
I probably would have done away with this shot because Vath is like healing through it and the fight's partly off screen, but I just had Vath go on this kind of weird ranting, nonsense. And so then you get a couple bad clips here of me trying to follow the action as these two creatures chase McGahan around the spirit realm here. And then there's someone down there on the camera. I don't know who that one was. Who was that? There's someone down here on the bottom right. I have no idea who that is. I don't remember why that's there. Huh. That's not a character in the episode or anything, so I don't know. So yeah, they're just running through these, like, thin trees, and I can't get any freaking shots.
If you miss that pitiful woman and her clan of misfits, join them in this eternal realm of suffering.
Alright.
Engo, my door, if you will.
So Ango has the way for Vath to escape, but unfortunately, McGahan is going to be lost inside of the spirit realm here at the end of episode 17. Let's see what we got to say here.
It almost took over, but it will not be a problem once we receive the final items. Let us return home, my friend.
Alright. Okay, so this is going to be an Ango line. Okay, so let's see what I've got for Ango. Okay, so Ango goes, "But honored listener, what of Kajido and Wraithguard?" I might actually have Gruntman's lines for this, as a matter of fact. No, it turns out, in fact, that Tale 17 is the only folder I don't have lines for. Well, screw me, silly. Okay, well, alright, you don't get Gruntman lines then. It happens. Okay.
Haste is a fool's battle, Engo. However, worry not, as I have seen these events already. The pieces of the cog are simply beginning to turn faster.
Vath always doing these, like, metaphors and analogies and things.
Cyrodiil, are you okay? You've been kinda acting funny.
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom...
You've, been kinda acting funny.
Oh, I must have redone that line, okay.
Nonsense, Benji. I'm just thinking of our next move. Now what's wrong with a little strategy?
So Kajido is not himself.
Nonsense, Ben.
I redid the line, I guess. What? Wait, hang on.
What are you doing?
This is my question. What is he doing?
Are you gonna tell me to shut up?
Now, Benji, why would I do that? You haven't done anything wrong. What we do now is collect everybody up and meet back at the palace for a meeting.
Now you really know it's not Kajido. He didn't tell Benji to shut up when questioned.
Meeting?
Yes, there's no doubt that Zealous' little brigade bandits have already run off with Wraithguard, so we're going to need some stronger bargaining chips against Vath. Actually, I've got an idea.
Are you sure you don't need some Advil or something?
Man, because we named-dropped Advil in Tales from Cyrodiil. Okay, that's a redo line.
Why is Kajido unaffected by the loss of Wraith?
Hang on, I think there's a redo here.
Why is Kajido unaffected by the loss of Wraithguard? Is his plan that foolproof? And will McGahan truly be trapped in the spirit realm? Stay tuned for the next Tales from Cyrodiil to find out some of those things, but probably not all of them, because it's an episodic, you see. Despite that we don't really get anything done around here. Anyway, just come back for more and maybe something will happen. You're still supposed to say shoot after scissors. No, you're not, and I hate you.
Alright, so there's the outro, and then it would do the see you next time sort of thing or whatever. So that was Tales 17, An Unfortunate Son. So yes, indeed, McGahan is Vath's son, and we need some developments for that. That leads us to Tales 18, Canned. Okay, we got the big shot of the Elder Council chamber here.
Don't worry, Jada. We'll just tell that oaf that you were injured in battle, and you should be able to get some nice rest.
Man, I should have redone that one. Oaf barely came out there. Jada has lines. Shoot. Let's see. Jada has lines. Who would have done Jada? Was this Firestar, maybe? I actually don't remember who was supposed to play Jada. Let's see, though. Okay, Jada says, "Darling, I don't know if we can keep sneaking around like this. Someone's going to get suspicious."
How nonsense! Everyone here has the intelligence of a piece of wood. Remember what happened to Cherrymon?
Oh my god, I did the reference! And then I was gonna do the chair of Puppetmon. You mustn't fight the Digidestined. They're stronger than we realize. Man, I forgot I did that. Okay. Alright. Sorry, I got a little excited there.
No, not actually you, Dan.
What? Okay, hang on. Hold on. There's some goobing going on here. What's going on?
The Puppet Man, you
Oh, I actually filmed it. Okay. Okay. Alright. Never mind. Okay, Jada. Oh, I guess Spaceman Dan was supposed to have a line here that asked me if I want to play Smash Bros. For some reason. And then I'm supposed to respond that I'm working on Tails right now. And then I say okay anyway. Alright, I don't know what any of this is supposed to be about. I don't remember this. Okay, Jada then worriedly says, well, we should be careful either way.
Don't worry, I'm sure nothing is going to go wrong here.
Okay.
Hey man, the boss wants to see you right away.
Alright.
Ah, hello, Tyron. Yes, I've called you here today to inform you that you're fired. What?
That's right, everybody. The plot of this episode is that Kajudo fires Tyron for his incompetence in episode 16 when he leads Jada and the other elite guard away from Kajudo, which leads to Kajudo getting beat down by Sheevan Snow. And therefore, he's fired. So the opening sequence would be after this. After which we get some general scenes of the spirit realm here. I guess we'll just go through a couple of them. There's no dialogue, I'm pretty sure. No, there is some dialogue. Okay, so just somewhere in between these shots. McGahan, the notes read, McGahan is wandering through the desert with his sword out. He occasionally looks around. Looks like I lost them. But how did my father open a gate to the spirit realm? Oh, I guess the retcon wasn't here yet. Okay. And then McGahan says, and just how am I supposed to get out of here anyway? So let's take a look at some of the shots in the spirit realm, and then we'll move on. We probably don't need to see too much of it here. Looks like I got some panning shots or whatever. Alright, yeah. So he's lost. I don't think he encounters anything here. This is probably where he says the line. Yeah, then it says there's a zoom out. Okay, cool. Alright, so McGahan somehow needs to escape. Okay.
Alright, boss, we got that new sound system installed around Cyrodiil.
No. Is this it? Yeah, it is it. Okay. So, I must have switched mics in between those other two scenes. So I needed to point out the fact that I had a new mic, because I knew it would drive people crazy.
Ah, excellent job, Hunter. Excellent job.
Oh god, it's actually kind of worse, isn't it?
That means it's time to start doing something worthwhile around here.
Yeah, I don't much care for this. Huh. I don't think this is this mic. I think it's the one beforehand. Maybe the one before that. I don't know.
Sure thing. What are your orders, Mr. High Chancellor?
One of Sean's catchphrases. What are your orders, Mr. High Chancellor? Okay. I got some panning shots, I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how Tyron reacts to being fired.
No, that's just not fair at all. How could he fire me, his advisor?
Well, you did kind of ditch us when we needed you.
Ditch, I guess he was supposed to say, because he's got that lisp, and I tried to maintain that lisp throughout his character.
But one of his elite legion members was injured, and why am I to blame for that? What about those nefarious windbags? They were supposed to train the blasted legion. Blame them. And they were playing rock, paper, scissors with Cleon and Captain Blue the whole time. This just isn't fair.
Alright.
I don't know, but if Master Kazidos leaves me out here with you, I'll be the one in trouble. I guess it was nice knowing ya.
Rip, dude. With friends like this, who needs enemies?
Yes, now, sir, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to vacate the premises, or help me with my gambling addiction.
I forgot that this guy had another line. Okay.
Fine, then.
Alright.
Wait, really? You'll help?
Oh, this is a bad quip.
No, forget this crummy place. I'm out of here.
Alright.
Alright, you two, we have to start thinking sharp. Zealous' little band of losers has Wraithguard, and Veth is going to be expecting an answer to his offer.
Remember in episode 15, Kajido was offered the Staff of Chaos in exchange for some of the legendary Elder Scroll artifacts here. Alright, let's see what else we got.
Well, I guess I don't see the problem, Mr. High Chancellor. I mean, you're already hosting this tournament for him. Aren't you two already working together?
Okay.
Oh, Sean, please, how naive. Veth's true motive has to be trying to kill me, but we're not going to let that happen.
So Kajido continues to be influenced by the crown here.
The Elite Legion has stumbled and we have to turn their weaknesses into strengths.
He's got actual strategy, he's talking smart. This is a different Kajido. This is what I would call smart Kajido for this era.
Oh, don't worry about that, boss. We're gonna double their training efforts. Now that they've had some practice, we know what their weakness is.
See, because Sean was always trying to point Kajido toward, being a little more active, and Tyron was always kind of the voice of reason.
Fantastic. Is there anything else you can tell me that's of use? Well, I mean, we've been searching for caning already, but nothing's been popping up.
Okay, so Sunder is in Kajido's possession at this point. Wraithguard is in Zelos's group. They've got it. And then Vath has the Staff of Chaos. So they just need keening in order to complete the trio. But the Staff of Chaos is kind of this, this variable on the board.
Well, keep at it and don't screw up again. Now get out of my sight. Oh, it's not fair. I was the best one on that whole team.
I guess the scene kind of didn't make sense with the previous one, right? He kind of said screw off, but then he's still complaining. Maybe I should have removed the scene about him complaining.
But fine. If they think I'm some kind of idiot, I'll show them. I can be a better spellcaster than Kajido.
Okay, no, it's all spite. Never mind. We good. It's all spite.
Sir, sign me up for the Arcane University.
Okay, so Tyron wants to join the Arcane University. And then we do this cutaway where he's not doing too good at the Arcane University and doing their quests.
Oh yeah? Well, I can properly instruct those nefarious twigs on the art of fighting.
Alright.
Oh, okay, well...
Oh, I guess there's a scene I didn't film here, right? I think I remember this. Let me scroll down here. Cut to scene of Tyron getting beaten up by some bears or something. Transition to outside of bookstore. Okay, so I never did the bear beating scene, I guess.
Oh, okay, well, I'm an expert at organization. Maybe a library would be right up my alley.
If you don't recognize this library, it's very infamous in the Teamudf anthology of Let's Plays, because a lot of mods start their quest lines at Phineas's first edition bookstore in the Imperial City. So Tyron's gonna go try to work at the first edition here.
Ah, perfect. So, Phineas, how often do you have customers here?
Oh, it's fairly quiet here. Usually just one guy who comes around looking for quests.
Oh no.
Great. Well, that sounds easy enough.
Oh shoot. There we go.
Hey, Phineas, do you have, Oh...
Yeah. So about that one guy who comes looking for quests. And then we do the okay, I'll skip out on this, but this is the whole gimmick where you do the zoom in on Zello, zoom in on Tyron, zoom in on Zello, zoom in on Tyron, and then you get the Crimson Beholden or whatever at the very end. I think Phineas gets in on this too, but it ends the same way this gimmick ends in every other episode with the random freaking Crimson Beholden or whatever. And then
Okay. Okay, I need something a little more relaxing.
I think there was supposed to be a scene of Zelos beating up Tyron, but I never did it.
Hey guy, welcome to the plant store. You said you wanted a job?
That's right. Yeah, it is the same gimmick as Gallagher, Destroyer of Worlds, honestly. Can you believe that's not the only Arpaga reference of the night?
Oh, come on! You can't just say Arboretum! How hard is that even for you?
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but the position has been filled.
There's always this, well, sorry but gimmick in this series for some reason. I have way too many characters do this.
Yeah.
He's mad. That's the gist of it.
Hello and welcome to Silverhome on the Water.
Speaking of repeating gimmicks.
Oh, forget it! I'll just get a job with the necromancers and take revenge on everybody!
I forgot about my delivery there, where he's like so mad.
Oh, forget it! I'll just get a job with the necromancers and take revenge on everybody!
I don't know, man. Okay, alright. I love that freaking line.
I don't get it!
Oh, okay, so the gimmick here, I guess I never did this one either. It's supposed to cut to Mana Marco, which is a throwback to Tales, what is it, 3 or 4, maybe? Maybe 4? Let's see if the notes has it, actually. Cut to... No, it doesn't have it. Okay. It's supposed to cut to Mana Marco, like in the past of the series, where Zelos was trying to get a room right after Silverhome on the Water. It's like the exact same order of events. So he goes to Silverhome on the Water in Breville, then he goes to Mana Marco, and then Mana Marco turns him away.
I don't get it! I told them what the color of night was! Oh...
Oh, but he mixes it up with the Dark Brotherhood. Gotcha. I remember now.
Oh... maybe the people next door are hiring.
So, again, this is kind of like the rim shot, because for those of you who don't know, this is Ancient Towers on the right. The Mana Marco mod just happens to put the Necromancer lair right next to where the player home for Zelos Phoenix is. So there was always this running gag where Mana Marco is like literally next door to Zelos Phoenix for some reason.
Oh, forget it. It's hopeless.
And so being inches away from discovering Zelos' secret hideout...
I should just throw in the towel now. It's been a whole 15 minutes since I've started searching and there's nothing that I can get right.
He gives up and walks away. Okay, I believe we're ready for the one scene that I did edit, though. Let's double check. Yes. Okay, so I did edit the end of the episode.
Have I really been this useless the whole time? How can this be happening to me?
Oh, Sean, you and your constant womanizing. Can anyone stop you?
Wow, they don't call me the Exterminator for nothing, you know. In fact, they don't call me the Exterminator at all.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either, you two, but what I don't get is how everything you do leads to success. You don't even have to have a care in the whole world.
Oh, hey there, Downey. You still feeling down? Got an honest job yet?
No, and it's not fair. Everything works out for you and you're just bumbling idiots. How is that fair?
Hey man, I don't know anything about that. I just know a good skooma gets me ready for the day.
Okay, I have to explain this to the YouTube audience. There's maybe a chance I could try to upload this segment, but I'm very torn on it because, again, it uses a background instrumental music that I no longer own the rights to. So what we could try to do is play it and see if anyone has a problem with it. Like, if they claim the monetization, I'm okay with that. I just don't want them to take it down or do anything serious. But this is indeed the Irish drinking song from Hunter, Sean, and Tyron. So let's give it a shot. I might have to edit this video and re-upload it later for YouTube. But I don't know. Let's try it and see what happens. So there's the infamous Tails drinking song, who has only been seen on stream several times before, but man, it was a lot of fun to make. It's just unfortunate that I don't have the partnership with Epidemic Sound anymore. Because, man, I loved making that song. I wrote that song at like 3 a.m. one morning, and I was so desperate to get some of the rhymes to work out and everything, and by God, I got those rhymes to work out. So, man, but it was just a ton of fun. Yo, what's going on, Fuzzball? Hope you've been doing well. So there you go.
By the nines, Nefarious Thugs, you're right. I've just got to relax, get back on my feet, and get my job back. All right, Hunter, go ahead and hit me.
Okay, so this scene, I explain this every time I show this clip. This next scene is supposed to be pitch black, and the idea is that Hunter misinterprets hitting him as, you know, not giving him a drink, but, you know, physically hitting him with something. So that's supposed to be it, and then we find out that Hunter's actually just, you know...
Hunter, I don't think that's what he meant.
Nope, but I just remembered this guy was kind of a douchebag to us.
Good point. Want to dump the body?
I got just the place.
Guess we were in a song mood for some reason.
You couldn't even have the decency to throw me out without saying goodbye. So is this really it? I'm done? Just exiled like that? That's it. No more Imperial City. No more Team Cyrodiil. No more hearing Benji whine about ice cream. It's over. It's over. Here we go on an adventure, soaring through the moon, the sky.
And this was the very last clip to ever be edited for the Tales from Cyrodiil series. Look, it even has the See You Next Time outro on it. It has everything that a Tales from Cyrodiil outro would have on it. Holy crap. So that was episode 18, Canned, featuring the start of the random songs that I would start to inject. I don't know, maybe I should blame Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3 for this, because a lot of those older shows I watched as a kid just randomly had song sequences inserted into them. Maybe that's what I was up to, but yeah, this would kind of start not really a running theme, but the idea that I could fill time with a really goofy and crappy song, but people usually get a kick out of the drinking song, so hopefully everybody on YouTube is able to see it. And again, if if Epidemic wants to claim it, I'm definitely okay with that. They've, it's of course theirs. It's of course the original artists. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see if we can at least show off a little bit of history here. But that being said, since it risks the entire thing, why don't we split the episodes here? Let's come back in the next episode and do 19 through 22 and the Christmas episode and everything, because this one's already gone for like an hour or something, so I can just get you guys a couple more videos here, but we'll do the next one right away. We're no pause, so I'll upload this one to YouTube on Saturday and see how it goes with the drinking song, and then we'll upload the next one on Sunday. And so that's it. So let's just see you next time for Retrospective Part 6, and that'll be tomorrow. So thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you on the other side.